walking around on location, holding the phone out at arm's length. Don't believe me? Watch this. Hi, welcome to Creative Answers. And in this one, I'm going to answer the question, what equipment do you need to make a YouTube channel or a video channel or a video blog or anything else? So here's the thing, if you ask on a forum or on a group or on a video or whatever, what's the best camera for YouTube or what equipment do I need for YouTube, you're going to get all kinds of answers, and people are going to say, you got to get Canon, you got to get Rode, you got to get this, you got to get that. You know what? Yeah, okay, it's easy to do all this with sitting in a room full of very expensive recording equipment like I am right now, but you don't need all that. In fact, the thing that you need, you're probably holding in your hand right now. Now, I know this isn't going to be a popular answer, and some people are going to use this as an excuse to stop doing videos or to try to get better equipment, but honestly, the thing you need is a camera that can record sound. That's pretty much it. And if you're watching this on a phone right now, the chances are you've already got everything you need to create a YouTube channel. It's very easy to get caught up in the, I must have a DSLR, I must have tons of expensive lighting, I must have a studio mic on a boom and a dedicated high definition audio recorder, and you have to have a second camera for your B-roll and for your cuts and all of these things. And I'm not going to lie, these things make life an awful lot easier. They allow you to be more creative, to be more expressive, to have generally better video and sound quality, and all of that is fine. But here's something that I learned the expensive way when I was building up my equipment for my video blog. None of that stuff actually mattered when it came to the quality of my content. And by that I mean what you put out, the video, the film, the footage, the story. Think about this, okay? How many times have you watched an old film or an old TV show, especially something recorded in the 70s and 80s that was all on video? Those things look bad, you know what I'm saying? Some black and white, some of the great films haven't even got sound. You have in your hand, probably right now if you're watching this on a phone, recording equipment more sophisticated than even the best money could buy only a few years ago. Chances are the very phone in your hand right now can record 4K. There is still professional equipment out there that can't even do that. Some of it can't even do HD yet, and yet you know what? The results are really good. And here's what it comes down to. Until you can record a good video, and I mean good content, the camera and sound that you use does not matter. Seriously, doesn't matter. Until you learn how to edit, the camera and sound doesn't matter. Until you learn how to tell a story, again, the camera and sound doesn't matter. There are a ton of things that you need to do first to be able to be a good content creator. Now, by all means, if you've got some spare cash, go out, buy nice cameras, do all of those things, but those won't be the reasons your content isn't very good. Does that make sense? To put that into perspective, you're watching me right now on a Panasonic Lumix GH5 with a very expensive high-speed lens. My second camera there is a GoPro Hero 6. You're looking at a low flicker, high ballast LED ring light. You're listening to me through on an Audio-Technica 4035B, which is being recorded, I think that's being picked up right here, on a Zoom F4 multi-channel field recorder. That's a pretty expensive setup. The lights you're looking at behind me are all color coordinated. They run off LEDs. They're synchronized to whichever channel I'm recording for. I can change the colors. You're looking at a fancy gobo there. See in the, on the little moon effect, it's a fancy LED light right there that can project effects. All fancy gear. And yet, some of the most popular, highest rated videos on my video blog, Cutting the Caboose, were recorded on this iPhone. I wasn't even using a stand. I was just doing this. Just walking around on location, holding the phone out at arm's length. Don't believe me? Watch this. Okay, so I've now switched over to my iPhone. And look, that's not bad, right? Now, a couple of things you've got to remember when you're using an iPhone. The camera's there somewhere, there. Look at that corner of the screen, but you can't see where it is. So you've got to have it to keep looking at off to the side, which is a little bit weird. But listen to the sound quality. Look at the picture quality. That's not bad, is it? It's not as good as the studio microphone you were just listening to, but look. There's the studio microphone behind me picking that up. But the sound you're hearing right now is coming straight from this phone. The microphone there over my head, very expensive, very fancy microphone, but the sound you're listening to right now is coming from my iPhone. GH5 right there, and a ring light, Hero 6, and yet all of that you're looking at is recorded on my iPhone. Even over here, my rack of cameras, of batteries, of drones, all of that gear. My iPad Pro that I'm using as a monitor so I can control everything from a little desk. Some props that I've got set out. You can do all of that with your phone as a handheld camera. Try doing that with a heavier DSLR or tripod. So the fact is, whether you like it or not, you do not need tons of expensive gear to start your YouTube channel. Now, to be fair, there are a couple of little things that are going to be useful to you, and I'm going to switch back over to the GH5 now to illustrate this. First thing that would be very, very useful to have is a hand grip. While it's all well and good holding your phone this way, it's not ideal, and it's just you're going to fumble with it, you're going to get hand and grip noise. Get something like this with a nice padded foam grip. Hold your phone that way. Much easier to walk around. You can hold it more stable. Honestly, after a few minutes, it's much more comfortable. So a hand grip, very good idea to get. And also you can get a wider shot as well, because I can hold it much further out. And you can see when it's out at full length, a nice wide angle, perfect for portraits. So that's really, really good to have. And also the mount that I'm using on this is a universal tripod mount. So you can take it off the hand grip, put it onto a tripod. A tripod is going to be very useful if you want to do something like this. Film yourself. You can rest it on the table, you can do things like that. But a tripod, inexpensive, very, very nice to have. Now, if you really want to go up market, something I use a lot, although honestly, not as much as I expected to, is a gimbal. Here's a gimbal. Just pop my phone into it. There you go. Now what a gimbal does, if I move it to the side here, wherever I move my hand, that phone stays lovely and stable. Do you see that? That is really handy for doing run and gun shots. Now it's more expensive than one of these. One of these, a hand grip will cost you about £15. A 3-axis gimbal, about £100. But if you want to use your phone to its best, then that's really going to help you. So a gimbal is good to have. Also has a tripod mount in the bottom of it, so you can put it all together. And also these have their own sort of supporting software. So they do face tracking, and you can do things like if I bring it around here, I can pan the camera off the gimbal itself, so you can turn it around, you can do nice slow tracking shots. Really nice for B-roll. So there's a lot of things you can do with the gimbal if you want to spend a little bit of extra money. Now the final thing I would say to really boost your audio quality is to get yourself a lavalier microphone. While it's fine to have your phone at that distance, and if you're holding it at arm's length out here, that's going to be good enough. But if you're in a noisy environment, or if you want to put your phone on a tripod, then you want a lavalier microphone much closer to you. Now, there are loads of different lavalier microphones available. I use the Rode quite a lot. It's the Rode Smart Lav, it's about £50, and I've got a little adapter kit for a Zoom H1, which you can put in your pocket. They've just replaced a new model of this, so you can get stocks of this now for under £100. You combine these two together, you've got really, really, really good sound. And you just pin it here, put it on your waist. Now, I'm going to do separate videos on how to record good sound, some video techniques in a separate video. The point of this is just to illustrate what equipment you need to get started as a YouTuber, or a content creator, or a video blogger. One final little bonus item that I use on pretty much every video is a white card. So if I'm getting my white balance right. Now I'll be honest with you, for like 18 months, every video I recorded, I didn't use one of these. But as soon as I did start using a white balance card, all my colours got a lot better. So something to bear in mind, and they cost about £5. And all you do is at the start of recording, you put this next to your face, you get your light on, and then when you come into editing software, you put the eyedropper on there. Again, that's for a separate video on recording techniques, but that's pretty much it. A mobile phone is all you need. A few £100, if that, on extras for like a gimbal, a tripod, a hand grip. You can get these second-hand on eBay for pennies. I wouldn't be surprised if you can get everything I just listed second-hand for under £100, and that's all you need. In the next videos, I'll cover how to use these items, how to record better sound, how to synchronize your audio, how to set your white balance, how to use different cameras. That's all coming up, and there'll be links following right now. So that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful. As always, please like, comment, share. If you don't like it, dislike, that's all good. And keep creating. I will see you in the very next show. Bye-bye. And what can I say? I missed anything? Call to action. See, I'm doing all these with no script because they're meant to be short. This is why I do need to do a tutorial that I need to listen to about how to do scripts, because I haven't written a script for this. That'll teach me. Okay, that's it. Thank you.